Welcome to paradise. Welcome to the Seychelles, a dream destination for many. It's been on my bucket list forever. It's located far away in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Departing from Dubai, it took us 4 days of cruising to get here. We're docking on the largest island, Mahe, and the capital city, Victoria, with a small population of just 26,000. Eight o'clock in the morning and we're approaching the island. Good morning, everyone. We're approaching the beautiful island of Mahe and Victoria, the Seychelles Islands. And what we have planned today is going to be really fun. We have a private speedboat just for us, and they're going to take us around to some different islands, and we're going to go to the national park. We're also going to have a barbecue on the beach, and I think we're going to see some large tortoises. We'll see. Anyway, we're so excited. I've been looking forward to this trip today for months, and I've had this as soon as they said that we were going to go around Africa and the Seychelles, I'm like, oh, I've always wanted to go to Seychelles my whole life. And here it is. Like, I'm surprised how mountainy it is. It kind of reminds me of Tahiti a little bit, huh? It is beautiful. There's our, look at, welcome to the Seychelles. I thought it'd be more developed. Maybe on the other side, but I kind of like it this way. Actually, it's more like Moorea, where it's not that developed, but look at how pretty that bay is.
It smells like fish.
Sure does.
Huh?
The waters surrounding the Seychelles are premier tuna fishing grounds, and those are big fishing boats.
Hello.
Nice meeting you.
Yes, you too. So far, we love it. It's beautiful, green, tropical, and we're heading to the boat right now. And Priscilla's our driver, and our boat captain, his name is
Hurdley.
Hurdley.
Yes.
Hurdley. Nice to meet you, Hurdley.
Yes, you're welcome. Nice to meet you too.
We're catching the boat from Eden Island. It's a man-made island, and there's waterfront homes and a lot of boats. Wow, this is really pretty in here. Can you rent houses?
Yes, you can rent houses. You can buy a house because this island here, it's a man-made island. It's an artificial island.
We just got on the boat. We have our own boat, a captain and a guide, a captain and a guide. And there's Priscilla. Anyway, we're going to the national park, and they were. So these homes are going for like about 1.5 to 2 million euros, probably, right? Euros. Yeah. Look at these homes right on this man-made island. You can bring your boat in and park in the back. And okay, there's yachts. Unfortunately, today's weather is a bit windy and a bit choppy, and the best snorkeling spot, well, is not possible today. So we're heading to the leeward side of the St. Anne Islands for snorkeling. This is the St. Anne Underwater Marine National Park. Here, fishing is prohibited, and there's a project to grow the coral reef. The island has pristine white sand beaches with luxury resorts and private villas, and they have breathtaking views. This is St. Anne Island, and this is where he called it the Mother Island because this is kind of where everything started. And in front of us, you probably have seen those rocks. Those are a famous picture of the Seychelles, and like we're gonna snorkel here, but it's unbelievable. And our boat has a glass bottom, so we can see down. Oh, I see fish already. Glass bottom boat, and the water is really warm. Whoa, he said they had a Club Med here and some other hotels. So
between 85
I know I'm not at all for
Yes, because if we get calm water, we're gonna bring you to do the glass water. You will be shocked because we have a lot of dead coral in the water because the water is too warm.
Well, I thought it was awfully not the greatest.
Yeah, we have lots of bleaching coral here.
Look how clear the water is. We're coming into Tortoise Island, and we're going to get a whole hour here to hike around, go up to a restaurant, and have a beer. Which sounds pretty good to me. Do you like it?
I want to be home, sitting on my sofa.
Whoa. This is really pretty. And we're on Moanne Island. We're gonna go see what we can find out. Wow, it's so pretty. Look at this water. I love it. Wow. Hi there, buddy. Oh, they look so prehistoric. Oh, they have numbers on their shells. Aldabra giant tortoise. They're a species, and the species is endemic to the Seychelles. It's one of the largest tortoises in the world, and that was originally found in the Western Indian Ocean islands as well as the Madagascar. The young grow rapidly, which is necessary survival adaptation. There's a lot of tortoises here.
Yeah.
And they have the right of way, so I'll be moving. Yeah, they can move. He says they weigh like 500 pounds. They're not scared. Yeah. Look how it looks like it's hard to walk around. Oh, he's eating. Wow. Look at his feet. He's got a tail. I didn't know they had tails. I am so glad we did this. Hi there, buddy. Amazing, huh? This is a beautiful trail they have around the island. There's nobody around. We're just walking around along the trail, and we just came up upon 2 more tortoises. I think they're sleeping. Oh, we woke them up. These aren't quite as big. So far, we haven't run into one other person on this island walk. It's extremely peaceful. They have all the plants that we're seeing marked to get an idea what they are. A lot of different kinds of plants here that are only in the Seychelles. Giant rocks, huge boulders. I was gonna step on it. All of a sudden something started moving in front of me like a rock. Wow. Oh, he's eating plants. Oh, it's beautiful. You can see the coral. The Seychelles are known for their beautiful islands. Unhappily unknown, and Raymond Grimshaw. Oh, 1987. Well, we made it quite a ways on the island, and there's that fixer-upper, the hotel that's abandoned. Look at the coral reef in front of it.
Oh my God.
It's unreal.
Wanna buy it?
No, I don't want to buy it. It's probably a real challenge to get supplies, you know. It's on its own island. It would cost a lot to get supplies and keep the place running. You'd have to have a generator, and being off the grid is not easy. Yeah, the other thing too, when you live off the grid like that on an island, you have to catch water, rainwater, and put it in tanks. Probably don't have wells here, I'm sure. Oh, how sweet. The trail goes right down to a beautiful white sandy, powder sandy beach. A private beach. And you're not going to get lost because right here it says Coral Cove. 15 minutes to the exit. Oh, whoa. This sand is I think it's coral sand. Look at that. That's so beautiful. Wow. I want to get in and swim. Wow. God, they just like growing on the rocks. Look how the roots just take hold on the rock. It would be amazing to come back here and spend some time snorkeling around the islands, and like there's a lot of uninhabited islands that you can take a boat to and explore, and oh, it's so pretty. Like it's paradise. You know Zarka likes it when you can't keep up with him. Or when he knows there's a beer at the end of the trail. It's a cliff. You're done.
You're done?
Yep. We could come here when we're ready to kick the bucket. Jump off together. It's probably guaranteed death, I'm sure. Zarko found the cold beer. We walked around all the way around the island, and then it was right in front of our eyes, and there it is, cold beer. And we're having a Say Brew from the Seychelles.
Say brew.
Say Brew, it's a lager, and we got to see Zarko's drinking his way around the world. Let's see, and like it was $8. Better like it for a little bottle.
I love it. It's a hot, humid day. Nothing feels better than a cold beer.
That's for sure. Look at this.
On the beach.
Yeah, on the beach. God. While we walked around the island, the crew left. They went over to a small private island to barbecue our lunch. We're now heading over there to join them. That's where we had our beer, right there on that island, right there in that restaurant. Ooh, it's gorgeous. What? You've been over here working the whole time? Wow. The cap.
Wow, look at this. Bread, chicken, fish, coleslaw.
That,
And there's more?
and this one is like a dessert.
Oh, dessert.
We were in.
This is An apple fruit.
Apple
It's
fruit.
a salad. After when you finish, you can come and try. Very nice.
Okay.
Local fruit. And we have potato with garlic here.
It didn't seem like we were gone that long.
This is mango and passion fruit. After we cut, we'll
Okay,
try. Yeah?
perfect, perfect.
Okay,
perfect.
serve yourself.
Thank you.
For interest.
Our captain, while we were over there enjoying the beach over there and having a beer and walking around that island, he
Also
was
just-
over here putting out a gourmet barbecue lunch on the
Wow.
beach. It's incredible. He's,
Juice, no?
no, he's offering us juice, water. God, we have chicken, potatoes,
Mango, orange.
fresh fish. So he's carving us some local mango. Beautiful. All the beaches in the Seychelles are for anyone to use. They're not private. And so you can really explore these islands. It's got to be the top 5 places we've been in the world.
Unbelievable.
We have no words. You gotta come here. At low tide, you can walk from one island to another on the shallow part of the sandbank. It's extremely beautiful, surrounded by the turquoise bathtub warm water. Once we get to the other side, our boat will meet us there. As the day winds down, we're now heading back to Eden Island. We're passing over the usual snorkel spots, and I can see some beautiful coral heads and fish from the glass bottom boat. I sure can see that the snorkeling would be great here on a calm day. Well, we're departing Mahe, Victoria, Seychelles. And we're gonna sail overnight and wake up tomorrow on another island of the Seychelles, La Digue. So we had a wonderful day here. Incredibly nice people. And the water was beautiful. We had a nice boat trip and lunch on the beach. Tomorrow, our plans are to rent an e-bike and bike around the island. We're gonna have about 6, 7, 8 hours there. We have to take a tender, which will be really fun. I love the tender. And right as we were pulling off, the clouds rolled in and it got a little bit of a rain. Unfortunately, we just got an announcement that La Digue and Madagascar, due to the weather conditions and the inability to tender us into the shore, the captains canceled our stop there. Now we're heading to Mauritius. See you there.